Hey everyone, Don Stewart, UAG member with Echo Means Business. Wanting to talk to you today about alternative pricing methods for snow removal and my number one tip if you're looking at getting into snow. So I live in Western Canada where it can potentially snow every month of the year, but typically our snow contracts or snow season will run from November 1st to March 31st. Obviously, that's a large portion of our landscaping business and a big portion of our revenue and expenses. There's basically two ways that you can price your snow removal. You can kind of do a monthly contract or by snow event pricing. I know in my portion of Canada, the monthly contracts seem to be the more common offering by businesses. But I know in a lot of the United States, the snow event charge is what most people will go with. So nothing against either way. I want to give you kind of three reasons why I think snow removal monthly contracts works for me and possibly some ideas of how you can add it to your business. So just to clarify what I mean by monthly contract pricing. So for snow removal services, what we do here, we charge a monthly fee for snow. So say it's $200 a month. That means we'll come out to your property as many times as it takes to clear your snow for that month. We come out one time every 24 hours. And we find that works best for this area, and honestly it's what's expected. Now, we don't go out if it's less than typically a half a centimeter to 1 centimeter of snow. We kind of call that a skiff, but anything over that we'll go out and clear for the snow. And that also means that whether it's an inch or whether it's 4 inches, our pricing doesn't change at all. It's just strictly a monthly fee for that property that we've set at the beginning. And it's written in the contract in terms of November 1st to March 31st, this is your monthly fee. So my number one reason for doing monthly snow contracts is cash flow. Knowing how much money is coming in and knowing it's going to be a stable amount each month is huge for planning purposes. For planning expenses, planning equipment purchases, planning staffing levels, it can only be beneficial to have that information. And I know that each month I have blank amount of money coming in. It's huge for planning purposes and for sleeping at night, to be honest with you. Now, this is huge for people just starting out. To know that you have 20 to 25 clients, say, paying $200 a month, you have $4,000 to $5,000 of sales coming in. That's huge for you to know for your planning purposes and to know that you can make it through the snow, through the winter, which is typically a lot of the time one of the toughest parts of the season. Now, on the other side of that coin, and I'm sure some of you are already thinking this, for the client, what's in it for the client? I think number two, the biggest reason I do it is for price certainty for the clients. When you start doing per snow event, there might be 1 month where they're paying for you to come out 10 times, and then the next month they're coming out 2 times, the next month they're coming out 13 times, whatever the number is. I found that most of the time our clients prefer to pay a set amount each month, and they know that's the maximum they're going to pay. They're not going to be surprised by some bill at the end of the season saying, or end of the month saying, you know, here's your $500 bill when they could be paying $200 a month. Now, once again, I'm not saying this works the best in your area, but this is just what works best here for me. But I think price certainty is one of the biggest reasons why I do it. And I think most clients, at least in my area, expect a monthly fee rather than a per time fee. So number three reason why I like to do monthly snow contracts is ease of pricing / invoicing. As I kind of said before, when I mentioned cash flow, I can put my invoices together and have them all ready to go for the duration of the season once those contracts are signed. I know that each client, for example, say is paying $200 a month. I can have that in my system ready to go at the end of each month and send those invoices out. A lot of the time when you're doing per snow event charges, there's also a fee or an add-on or a surcharge or whatever you want to call it in terms of how much snow has fallen, whether it's, you know, half an inch, 1.5 inches. There'll be different pricing and different tiers based on that. So when you are doing your invoicing, you need to make sure you have all that information in there so that your clients know and it's correctly in there so you can get paid for what you're expecting to. Whereas in our case, it's strictly a per month fee, whether it snows half an inch, whether it snows 2 inches, whether it snows 6 inches. Some of those days when it snows six inches, it sucks, but the monthly fee charge is just so much easier from an administrative standpoint as well, so that we can easily send invoices out at the end of each month. So although I do think monthly snow contracts work best, at least in my area, there is a potential downfall, and obviously that's lost profit / sales. I do think if you're in business for a long time, which I think most of us are, we're not looking to make a quick buck just one winter or something like that. We're trying to establish relationships with our clients And I think that's the most important thing. They'll understand during those warmer winters that, yeah, you weren't out here as much, but they'll remember the last January you were out there, 15 times during the month in order to clear all the snow that was there. So I think if you have that long game mindset in mind, which I think we all do, I think the monthly snow contracts can work well if you do get enough snow to make it worthwhile. Hopefully I gave you all a bit of a different look at how you can price your snow removal contracts. Let me know in the comments below if monthly contracts are something that you guys do in your area or not. So my number one tip for people getting into snow removal or looking to expand their business would be route density. Route density is a term that's used quite frequently when it comes to lawn care, but I can't stress enough how important it is when it comes to snow removal. If you have 8 to 10 clients within your own community, the fact that you can get to them each within 1 minute of windshield time will help immensely in terms of how many clients you can service during the day. When you look at snow removal businesses, you have to hit each client every day it snows. It's not like a lawn care business or lawn care services where you can have these 20 clients in this community and these 20 in this community, and you can hit those each day of the week. With snow removal, you have to hit every single client that you have under contract each day. So please keep that in mind when you're looking to take on new clients, or even when you're just starting out in terms of taking clients. And I assure you, you'll be way better off. And please check out echomeansbusiness.com for more tips from UAG pros just like me. Thanks.